What's going on, everybody? Jason here from Couch Gaming, and today we're going to be going through the Star Wars Battlefront multiplayer beta mode, Survival. Now, Survival is basically your typical wave-based survival horde mode, pretty much. In the beta, it goes only 6 waves, and the full retail will be going 15 waves. So you start off here, you pick your blasters, then you pick your support package. The one I went with is like a jetpack, like a grenade launcher, and a shock enhancement to your blaster. As you can see, the basic premise is this: you crash land and you gotta survive until someone can come and pick you up. First, you can notice the visuals are amazing looking. When they first announced this and showed the first clips and screenshots, I thought there's no way this game's gonna look this good. It's all bullshots, but no, I was wrong. It's one of the best, if not the best looking PlayStation 4 game out.
You made it, thank the boss. We've located your crash site, but it looks like the Empire will be too fast. Prepare to defend yourselves until we can get there.
You pretty much gotta be on your toes here because these stormtroopers come from everywhere. There's your jetpack, which is pretty awesome and never gets old. Ooh, headshot. It's really satisfying to blast these guys with your gun in this game. There's no recoil, which doesn't bother me. I don't think every game has to have recoil and be super realistic. It's Star Wars. Shot him right in the ass. That one's gonna hurt. The basic blaster in this game that I picked right here has pretty much a decent range. You can sit back and just shoot him from far. It's got a nice zoom on it. Also got a decent for up close. See, as you keep going on different waves, they'll be adding different variations of the stormtroopers. As you see, they're all over the place, so you're constantly on your toes. You can't just... A lot of survival horde modes, they put you in one spot, you kind of want to just camp out in one spot, and you know where the guys are going to come from. Here, you're going to come from every which way, which is nice.
Well done. We've sent you a drop pod.
The first pod has hit the deck.
Now there's a charge you pick up for your blaster. Those are pickups you actually have to pick up. The jetpack and your grenade launcher weapon, those are just set on cooldowns. So after you use them, it's a short amount of cooldown time. Now here's the ATST that's coming. These things are very difficult to take down if you don't know what you're doing. Like this first one here, I didn't know what I was doing. So
the escape pod will soon be under rebel control.
now that's the escape pod. Once you trigger that, it's got a little timer, and once it hits the bottom, you get 3 little perks you get to pick up to help you out in the battle. Like the destructible little huts. That's a nice little touch there. Now the main blast, your regular blaster, is not going to do a whole lot of damage to these things, so that's why it takes me a while to kill this first one here. It's a pretty big, decent-sized map overall. I mean, there's a lot of areas you can go to. Really beautiful-looking environments. Totally gives the feel of Star Wars. I missed with those rockets, or the grenades. now what I picked up a little power up blaster cannon. It's a man turret. You place it, and then you hop on it and you shoot from it. That's definitely very helpful in this fight if you put it in the right area. Right here, I just stuck it. It wasn't a good idea to stick it right in front of him. But I did get some damage off him with this before it eventually blows up. That never gets old, using your jetpack to just get out of harm's way. And I like that it's not like in other multiplayer shooter games where it's more of like a double jump, like kind of like in Destiny. I like that it's something it's shooting the Star Wars universe. It feels like something like Boba Fett would have. Beautiful looking explosions in here too. Oh, now I see I picked up the thermal detonator. I wasn't sure when you hit L1 and R1. I wasn't sure if it was going to put you into like a mode where you have to hold the grenade and then throw it. But no, as soon as you hit L1, R1, it's throwing it. So I kind of messed up there. Now here we got a little squad shield. Deploy this. You can run in and out of the shield. Protect you from the blaster fire. Just very nice. Hey, that's the little blue around my health. That looks like that's the shield health. You do have regenerating health, so when your health is low, just pop into cover and hide for a bit, and your health will go back up to where it was. The regular blaster doesn't do too much. There, get out of the way. Wait for my little grenades to cool down, and then take them out. Nice, man. It's got a little reticle in the middle. When that fills up when you're shooting your blasters, it needs to cool down. A nice little explosion there. Yeah, so there's no ammo. It's just a cooldown, so you can't keep firing without a penalty. It's only a couple seconds, but in the heat of a battle, that couple seconds is gonna might be to lead to your death. Now we got the sharpshooters that are coming in here. So they do throw a whole bunch of different stormtroopers at you, which is nice, instead of just the regular vanilla stormtroopers. Oh, right in the face. That was ugly. As you see, they're coming from everywhere, so I'm pretty sure there's nowhere safe for me. Okay, now they're gonna introduce the jetpack stormtroopers. Which these guys they'll sit there, they'll hover in the air, and they'll just sit there in one spot and shoot you. You know what's cool about these guys? You shoot them, they just take off and blow up somewhere. Oh, boom! There you go. That's cool. I like that. That never gets old. That is so awesome. I already picked up a charge for the blaster. That's gonna come in handy next round against the ATST.
We've picked up
That
another
looks so
escape pod
real. That
signal.
little the dust cloud from the explosion from the pod dropping.
The escape pod will soon be under rebel control.
Picking up enemy signals.
Okay, now this is the final wave for the multiplayer beta here. Now we're gonna get thrown at with all kinds of different stormtroopers, ATST. Let's see, I hear I hit triangle and I got my shock, shock on the blaster. And that does a significant amount of damage to the ATST. Or even a stormtrooper with a shield. See, that stormtrooper came and he tried to take control of my pod, so I had to take it back from him after I killed him. So when you try and get these escape pods, you got to be on your toes to make sure that the stormtroopers, they don't come after him as well.
We're going to lose that escape pod to the Imperials.
See, this guy, he took it again from me, so now I retake it and then wait. Now there's our little sniper trooper. He thinks he's getting it. And then we end up having a little fist fight. I think the only one that's left is the ATST here. Which pretty much you want to use your whole artillery against. There we go. Got my shock enhancement. Now this is going to do some major damage on this guy.
The escape pod is under our control.
Overall, I think this is a great mode to have in this game. If there's no dedicated single-player story, this is something really awesome that you're going to be able to play with your friends. I think it's going to have a lot of replayability. Overall, I'd give it 2 thumbs up. So, thanks everybody for watching the video, and we'll see you next time on Couch Gaming.